In the fast-moving world of the South Korean entertainment industry, only a few names manage to stay at the top of public attention for long. Every year brings new faces, new trends, and new sensations that take turns dominating the media. Yet amid this almost never-ending current of change, one figure continues to stand firmly, not merely as an idol, but as a cultural phenomenon whose influence extends far beyond music. That figure is Kim Taehyung, widely known as V of BTS. In recent years, Taehyung's name has never truly disappeared from public conversation. He appears in many forms: a viral fashion campaign photo, a brief appearance at an international event that instantly becomes a trending topic, or even a simple social media post that sparks waves of discussion around the world. Many entertainment industry analysts now say that his influence has moved beyond ordinary idol popularity and evolved into a global cultural phenomenon. The year 2026 has become one of the most fascinating periods in his career. South Korea's advertising industry has recorded Taehyung at the top of the list of idols with the highest endorsement contract value this year. Numerous global brands are competing to make him the face of their campaigns. From European luxury fashion houses and exclusive perfume brands to premium technology companies and international lifestyle labels, they all seem to agree on one thing: Taehyung's presence carries an emotional appeal that is difficult to replace. Yet the story of Taehyung's influence did not begin with massive contract numbers or spectacular campaign values. In fact, it began long before he became a global star. Recently, an old story resurfaced and captured public attention after a K-pop industry casting director shared her experience of the very first moment she saw Taehyung. The casting director, Kim Min Jeong, is known as a long-time behind-the-scenes figure in the Korean entertainment industry. In a casual interview with a local media outlet, she recalled the early selection process for potential BTS members, a long process involving thousands, even millions, of candidates from various regions. According to her, the casting team had to review an overwhelming number of audition photos and videos every day. Many participants were talented and many had promising faces, but among them all, there was one moment she still remembers vividly. "I had already seen so many candidates," she said with a small laugh. "But there was one photo that made me completely stop for a moment. I got goosebumps when I saw it." The photo was of Kim Taehyung. Min Jeong explained that Taehyung was still very young at the time. She even jokingly described him as still a baby because of his innocent face and natural expression. Yet it was precisely that simplicity that immediately caught the casting team's attention. "His smile was so bright," she recalled. "There was something warm about that photo. Not just handsome, there was like an energy coming from his eyes. It's hard to explain, but I immediately thought, this kid is different." According to her, many candidates came with highly polished concepts, perfect poses, professional expressions, even styles that already looked like idols. Taehyung, however, appeared with an aura that felt incredibly natural. "At that time, I hadn't even seen him perform in person yet," she continued. "I had only seen the photo, but I already felt something that gave me goosebumps. That rarely happens." The story quickly spread among fans. Many ARMY, the name for BTS fans, said they were touched reading the account. For them, the story seemed to confirm something they had felt for a long time: that Taehyung's charm truly possesses a quality that is difficult to explain with words. Interestingly, the goosebumps experience described by Min Jeong is not limited to people within the entertainment industry. Many fans who have met Taehyung in person say they felt something similar. Across various fan forums, countless stories describe how the atmosphere seems to change when Taehyung enters a room. Some say his aura feels warm. Others admit they became nervous for no particular reason the first time they saw him up close. One fan who once attended a fan meeting event in Seoul shared her experience on social media. She wrote that when Taehyung walked toward the stage, the entire room suddenly felt quieter, as if everyone were holding their breath. "He smiled and waved," she wrote, "and for some reason I immediately got goosebumps." Stories like this are nothing new for BTS fans. Since the group's early career, Taehyung has been known to possess a very distinctive charm. Many people describe him as having an old soul energy, a personality that feels warm, slightly mysterious, yet deeply artistic. Beyond his deep and distinctive baritone voice, Taehyung is also known for his strong interest in visual arts. He often shares vintage-style photographs that he takes himself. His photography style has even become a trend among younger fans inspired by his aesthetic. In the fashion world, his influence is even more noticeable. Every time Taehyung appears with a particular style, it does not take long for the internet to start talking about it. His haircut, clothing color choices, and even the way he pairs formal suits with casual shoes often become instant trend inspiration. Several salons in Korea have even reported surges in requests for hairstyles inspired by Taehyung's looks. Meanwhile, online fashion stores have recorded increases in searches for products similar to those he has worn. Marketing analysts often refer to this phenomenon as the Taehyung effect. The term describes the almost immediate spike in public exposure and interest that occurs after he is seen using or promoting a product. However, the strength of this effect is not only due to the size of his fanbase. Branding experts say that public trust in Taehyung also plays an important role. Unlike some public figures who often appear overly polished, Taehyung is known for showing a very human side. He frequently appears relaxed during live broadcasts, jokes with other BTS members, or simply shares small stories about things he enjoys. This sincere personality makes fans feel a closer emotional connection to him. When he promotes a product, many people feel it is not merely advertising but something he genuinely likes. Behind the scenes of the industry, Taehyung's professional reputation is also widely praised. Several production staff who have worked with him say he is one of the artists who takes his work very seriously on set. Although he is known to be relaxed and humorous off-camera, Taehyung becomes extremely focused once work begins. He often discusses visual concepts with photographers, experiments with different expressions, and even offers creative ideas to strengthen the narrative of a campaign. That dedication has led many brands to extend their partnerships with him. Some brands are even reportedly preparing long-term collaboration projects inspired directly by Taehyung's personal style. Despite his growing individual activities, Taehyung has never forgotten his journey with BTS. In several interviews, he always describes the group as the most important part of his life. For fans, the bond between Taehyung and BTS indeed feels very strong. Each member's individual achievements are often seen as part of the group's larger story. That is why when the old story about Taehyung's audition resurfaced through Kim Min Jeong's interview, many people felt as if they were witnessing the beginning of an extraordinary journey once again. From a teenager who arrived with a bright smile and a simple photo, Taehyung has now become one of the most influential figures in the global entertainment industry. Yet interestingly, despite all those achievements, he still maintains the same attitude as before. On many occasions, Taehyung says that he still feels like an ordinary person who simply loves music and art. That simple statement only makes more people appreciate him. In an entertainment world often filled with glamorous images and distance between artists and fans, Taehyung brings something warmer. He is not only an idol to be admired, but also a figure who makes people feel connected. Perhaps that is why Kim Min Jeong's story about the first moment she saw his photo feels so memorable. The goosebumps she felt at that time seemed like the early sign of something greater. And today, when millions of fans around the world still feel the same thrill every time Taehyung smiles or greets them, the story feels even more believable. Taehyung's journey is clearly still long. The entertainment world will continue to change. Trends will come and go, and new generations will keep emerging. But one thing that seems unchanged is the warm aura he has carried since that very first day. The bright smile that once made a casting director pause in the middle of a pile of audition photos. A smile that, even today, still manages to give many people goosebumps.